Ever heard the saying, behind every great man, you'll find a great woman? You ever heard that before? If that is true, the opposite has to also be true, no? Let me kind of get into it. By the way, some of the ladies watching this, you may not like it. Some of you are going to love it. Fellas, this is a message for you. Pay attention and pay attention very, very closely. If you get value from this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Behind every defeated man, you'll find a woman who ruined his life. This is something I tweeted this week. I want to read the whole thing. Again, stay with me. Behind every great man, you'll find a wonderful woman. Behind every defeated man, you'll find a woman that ruined his life. Is this true? Let me continue. There are two ways men get castrated. One is surgical, the other is emotional when marrying the wrong woman. The wrong woman can ruin a man's life. You can see it on his face. No man knows how to act when they get married for the first time. There's not a manual for it. I call this the last appointment syndrome. Whoever you talk to last before going to sleep will dictate your future. Pat, how could you say this? I mean, this isn't fair. Isn't the opposite true as well? Shouldn't the opposite be true? What if a woman that also marries the wrong man? Could a girl also ruin her life by marrying the wrong man? Absolutely. However, the American system protects the woman, and there's a greater risk for a man to get married than a woman to get married, and that's just the truth, okay? There isn't any more of a way a man can show loyalty to a woman, meaning to say that I'm all in with you once they have a kid together and they're married. Because one, tax code, I took the biggest risk. Two, I had a kid with you, I took the biggest risk. What else do you want me to do to show you my love, right? Now, some of you may say, well, Pat, you can't be saying that. What, isn't the opposite true as well with women, with this, with that? Of course, the opposite can be true with your friends, your cousin, who you hang out with, for women, all that other stuff. But in Iran, men are protected, so women have to be careful who to marry. In Iran, if a woman divorces her husband and leaves, doesn't get half of what the husband has. The husband doesn't give nothing to the wife in Iran if he doesn't want to, because the law defends men. In America, Western society, it defends women. So if a man is married to a woman, and the ultimate way by law and taxes for a man to show that the liability purely financially is through getting married and having a kid with a woman, you're financially tied where you have to take care of that person if you don't have a nuptial agreement in place, which means in America, the man has to be careful who to marry, because she can totally ruin your life if you marry the wrong person. That's in America, okay? So now if you're listening to this right now, saying, well, Pat, what should I be looking at? Number one, take your time. For me, as a man in America, if you want to get married, 30 to 40, the right age. Take your time. There is no competition. You know the race, like, hey, let's see who can run 100 yards. Hey, let's see who can do the 40. In marriage, no one cares how soon you get married at 18, 22, 28, or 32. No one cares. You can take your time, get married at 35, get married at 38, at 31, at 30, you are fine. Doing it too early, you don't have enough experience, because marriage doesn't come with a manual. As much as your mom, your dad, your friends, your peers are going to try to tell you how to get married and how to do it the right way, 99% of whatever anybody tells you about marriage, you're going to have to go through it yourself. So pump the brakes, take your time, look at the things that matter physically. Does she need to be attractive to you? It's important. Number two, values and principles. Best be common. You best believe in similar values and principles. How to raise family, how many kids, financially, who's in charge, who makes the decision, where do we live, travel. All of those things matter. And if you do that part correctly and you choose the right one, you'll have higher chances of doing something big in your life. I cannot tell you how many men I saw killed it in their careers, were doing so well. Suddenly, they married the wrong person and everything went down. I've seen men who were regular guys, average guys, are always making 80 grand a year, 60 grand a year, 40 grand a year. All of a sudden, they marry a woman that believes in them. Next thing you know, 300, 600, a million, running $20 million your business because somebody behind closed doors saying, baby, I believe in you. Baby, let's make it work. Baby, you got this. I got your back. You're amazing. And he's doing his part. The guy's got to do his part. He's got to go and do his part. But behind closed doors, somebody is saying, I believe in you. Somebody behind is not nagging, negative, all that other stuff. That combination together, you see big things happening with them. So again, I'm expecting a lot of people to not like this, but I'm expecting many, many more to understand this message and receive it properly. If that's you and you received it, pump the brakes, take your time. Marriage is a big decision. Don't wing it. I'm a guy that's pro-marriage. I'm a guy that's got 4 kids. I'm a guy that loves partnerships. but I'm a guy that also doesn't encourage to do it and wing it. Take your time with that decision. So if I got you thinking, those of you that are thinking right now saying this kind of does make sense, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I got another video I want you to watch, The Rise of Weak Men. If you've never watched it, click here to watch it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye, bye-bye.